You cancel plans at the last possible minute. You feel a massive rush of relief. Then you feel physically sick. Your chest tightens. Your heart races uncontrollably. You stare at the glowing screen in silence. You ghost them completely. Society callous. You lazy. Your own family callous. You antisocial. Your friends think you are just flaking again. They judge you silently. You judge yourself constantly. Stop right there. You must stop apologizing for this. Your brain is not broken. Science calls this a primal survival mechanism. You are not a terrible person. Your neural pathways are simply crashing under pressure. Every forced social interaction drains your vital energy. Every fake polite smile exhausts your entire nervous system. Every pointless small talk session burns your brain bandwidth. Your dopamine receptors are literally fried to a crisp. They demand an immediate hard reset. You are experiencing a severe case of dopamine burnout. This is not about being introverted or shy. This is a pure biological defense strategy. Your central nervous system is FRXing you to shut down completely. I will expose the exact neurobiological reason behind this urge. I will show you the ultimate 48-hour protocol. We will redwire your completely burned out receptors. We will restore your critical neural baseline today. Do you want to stop feeling incredibly guilty? Do you want to instantly reclaim your own mind? Pay very close attention. This clinical truth will shock you. Let us decode your exhausted brain right now. Your phone vibrates aggressively on the dark nightstand. You see the group chat notification flash brightly. It is another casual invitation to hang out. You stare at the screen, and you ignore it completely. Do you feel a crushing weight of guilt instantly? Do you imagine them passionately hating you right now? Do you picture them mocking your absence in another private chat? Do you assume they are plotting to permanently exclude you? You are endlessly running completely hypothetical horror scenarios in your mind. You deeply believe you are fundamentally a terrible friend. You actively convince yourself that everyone secretly resents your flaky behavior. Stop playing a pathetic mind reader right now. You are not accurately predicting their actual emotional reactions. You are merely experiencing a massive textbook cognitive distortion. Let us closely examine your overloaded brain under the clinical scanner. This is a highly severe case of the spotlight effect. Your deeply exhausted prefrontal cortex is frantically overcompensating for your extreme emotional fatigue. It is forcefully projecting your own profound internal guilt onto other innocent people. Your brain is literally gaslighting you into total submission. You falsely assume the entire world is meticulously analyzing your every single move. The cold clinical truth is remarkably different and highly liberating. They are not intensely obsessing over your suddenly canceled plans. They are strictly busy managing their own chaotic, highly stressful lives. You must strip away this fake psychic power immediately. You are simply overanalyzing a completely harmless, mundane, unread text message. Your biological system is merely craving total isolation to survive the week. It is absolutely crucial to break this toxic mental loop today. The intense guilt you currently feel is a pure neurological illusion. You frozen instantly in place. The crowded elevator violently shrinks. The stale air gets impossibly thin. A casual acquaintance approaches you cheerfully. They expectantly demand polite small talk. Your exhausted mind goes utterly blank. You frantically search your brain for simple words. You find absolute terrifying nothingness. You forcefully fake a deeply painful smile. Your stiff facial muscles actually achy. Your tight chest heaves silently. You sway heavily under your tight collar. You desperately want to escape right now. You feel entirely empty, completely hollow inside. Why does your physical body react exactly like a trapped prey animal? You are not being a cruel, heartless person. You are not becoming permanently broken. Your delicate limbic system is simply crashing under immense daily pressure. Let us deeply examine this visceral biological response. Your internal social battery is completely dead. You are currently suffering from a massive somatic overload. Every single forced social interaction heavily dearines your precious neural bandwidth, constantly masking your true, exhausted personality, rapidly floods your entire bloodstream with toxic cortisol. Your highly sensitive amygdala explicitly triggers a massive false alarm. It physically perceives this casual networking attempt as a highly lethal biological threat. The relentless daily pressure to appear perfectly normal literally erodes your vital dopamine receptors. Your fried nervous system cannot process one more useless social cue today. It absolutely refuses to compute another fake, exhausting laugh. This terrifying physical paralysis is actually a highly sophisticated survival mechanism. Your remarkably complex brain is desperately optimizing its critically depleted energy reserves. It is deliberately initiating a temporary, completely systemic shutdown. Your brilliant nervous system is forcefully protecting you from a catastrophic, irreversible mental burnout. You constantly apologize for wanting to be entirely alone. You actively hide your deep desire for total isolation. Society heavily labels this intense solitude as severe clinical depression. Pop psychology harshly judges your quiet retreat as highly toxic avoidance. They are completely fundamentally wrong. You are not hopelessly depressed. You are not secretly broken inside. You are simply executing a mandatory, highly sophisticated biological protocol. Let us absolutely shatter this deeply flawed social myth right now. Your desperate, deeply ingrained habit of submissive appeasement is actively destroying you. You constantly sacrifice your own hard boundaries to politely accommodate strangers. You deeply believe this fake politeness will somehow keep you perfectly safe. You passionately crave temporary social approval to temporarily calm your racing mind. This desperate pleasing strategy actually spikes your daily toxic cortisol levels dangerously high. It rapidly depletes your vital serotonin stores. Your highly intelligent, vastly overwhelmed brain actively rejects this dangerous social hierarchy. It deliberately initiates a strictly mandatory system-wide neural lockdown. This sudden urge for total isolation is not a pathetic weakness. It is a highly advanced evolutionary defense strategy. Your brilliant neural circuitry is forcefully closing down the massive sensory gates it must repair the severe cellular damage caused by constant masking. It absolutely demands a completely uninterrupted period of profound silence. You must stop blindly apologizing for your own primal biological needs. You must halt this highly destructive submissive behavior today. If you feel a heavy, crushing weight slowly lifting off your chest right now, you are not alone. I clearly seek your intense, invisible daily struggle. Millions of secretly exhausted people deeply share this exact same hidden emotional pain. We fully understand your profound, completely silent mental exhaustion. Please subscribe to this channel right now. Commit to deeply healing your overworked, highly stressed brain. I want you to take physical action. Commend your powerful oath below. Right, my social battery is strictly mine to control. Declare your complete neural independence today. Salam your undeniable right to quiet peace. Let us return to the cold clinical scanner immediately. Why does merely pretending to be perfectly normal completely drain your actual will to live? You are not just acting slightly polite. You are actively running a highly complex, incredibly heavy fake operating system. Modern neuroscience officially calls this profoundly exhausting phenomenon masking. You forcefully compel your highly sensitive brain to constantly calculate the perfectly appropriate eye contact. You constantly manufacture the exactly correct, socially acceptable polite smile. You meticulously adjust your vocal tone to sound perfectly falsely enthusiastic. You actively suppress your true, deeply sensitive, fundamentally quiet neural baseline. You furiously bury your natural instinct to gently retreat and rest. This constant, incredibly heavy psychological camouflage brutally shreds your delicate neural pathways every single day. It severely burdens your total cognitive load to an absolute terrifying breaking point. Maintaining this fake social mask requires massive amounts of raw cellular energy. You carefully construct a highly sophisticated, completely artificial persona to safely navigate superficial, meaningless daily networking. You desperately pretend to effortlessly enjoy the deeply draining hustle culture. The tragic clinical result is absolutely devastating. You genuinely feel completely isolated, utterly alone, even when you literally stand in the exact middle of a massive, intensely crowded room. They only see the perfect, highly polished mask. They never actually meet the real, deeply exhausted you. Your incredibly smart brain simply cannot sustain this massive, completely fake energetic output indefinitely. It is violently rebelling against the highly toxic social pressure. It is actively begging you to finally drop the incredibly heavy, deeply suffocating fake mask today. Listen to me very carefully right now. This specific clinical truth will hurt your deeply sensitive feelings. You must hear it anyway to finally survive. You constantly worry about their brutally honest judgments. You obsessively review every single slightly awkward word. You deeply fear their secretly harsh, highly critical whispers. Here is the absolute most terrifying reality of your entire life. Nobody actually cares about your tiny mistakes at all. They do not notice your briefly trembling hands. They do not remember your incredibly awkward, sudden silence. They are not judging your slightly weird, nervous behavior. You are suffering from a massive, highly toxic mental delusion. You falsely believe you are the ultimate main character of every room. Your fundamentally exhausted brain is tricking you entirely. Science rigidly defines this severe cognitive distortion as the spotlight effect. Your default mode network is completely, dangerously in overdrive. This specific, highly active neural network actively generates endless hypothetical disaster scenarios. It relentlessly tortures you with completely fake, invisible social threats. It violently forces you to endlessly rewatch your own totally minor social glitches on a terrifying mental loop. Your intense, crippling social anxiety is actually a strangely profound form of pure self-obsession. You arrogantly assume everyone is intensely watching your every single move. You secretly think you are incredibly important to their incredibly busy daily lives. You are not. Every single person around you is completely trapped in their own overwhelming default mode network. They are desperately fighting their own intensely terrifying, completely invisible mental battles. They are obsessing endlessly over their own incredibly stupid, highly embarrassing mistakes. They simply cannot afford the precious mental bandwidth to critically analyze your deeply hidden microscopic flaws. You must accept this incredibly harsh, highly liberating neurobiological fact right now. Your painful, relentless overanalyzing is completely, utterly, entirely pointless. You are fighting a violently terrifying, completely fabricated neurological ghost. Your massively overworked brain is desperately manufacturing fake enemies to keep you fully alert in a completely safe room. It is a highly flawed, outdated evolutionary survival script. It is time to wake you immediately. You must shut down this massive, totally exhausting cognitive illusion today. You must recognize the beautiful, highly comforting, total insignificance of your tiny, awkward moments. Do you want to finally take total control of your mind? You absolutely can. You are the ultimate master architect of your own complex brain. You must initiate the strict 48-hour dopamine reset today. This is not a casual suggestion. This is a purely clinical, highly effective neurological hack. SHU10. Down your noisy, highly toxic social media apps completely. Do not answer any casual, completely meaningless text messages. Isolate your deeply exhausted physical body right now. Lock your door securely. Starve your highly overwhelmed brain of all fake digital social signals. You must force your critically fried neural pathways to actively rest. This total sensory deprivation will systematically fix your completely broken reward system. When the crushing social anxiety suddenly hits you, do not panic. Breathe in deeply for 4 precise seconds. Hold that vital breath firmly in your tight chest. Exhale the toxic air extremely slowly. Repeat this exact, highly powerful grounding technique exactly 3 times. This specific physical action actively disconnects your severely panicked amygdala in exactly 5 seconds. It forcefully stops the massive cortisol flood immediately. Your beautiful brain is not permanently damaged. Modern neuroscience proudly calls this incredible, deeply profound healing power neuroplasticity. Your structural neural pathways are highly malleable. You can literally rear your own complex neural networks using pure logic. You can rebuild your critically depleted dopamine receptors entirely from scratch. You just need to deliberately embrace this intense, mandatory healing silence. It will feel extremely strange at first. Let your highly intelligent biological system reboot itself completely today. Claim your ultimate neurological power back right now. You are not fundamentally broken. You are not socially defective. You are deeply, undeniably worthy of absolute inner peace. Your completely exhausted mind is simply regenerating its vital energy right now. You are finally regenerating your brilliant, highly complex neural architecture. You just needed a deeply profound psychological reset. Please, stop relentlessly punishing yourself for needing quiet space. Think carefully about the specific friend you just ghosted recently. They are probably overanalyzing your sudden silence at this exact moment. Send this exact video to them immediately. Let this pure neurological science precisely expend your profound need for total isolation. Let this cold clinical truth powerfully validate your deeply personal, completely necessary boundaries. Share this profound psychological relief with another silently struggling introvert right now. Forgive your own tired mind completely today. Allow your beautiful brain to fully rest. Your precious energy is now strictly yours to protect. You are completely EM-powered. You are perfectly normal. Walk away from this glowing screen with your head held incredibly high. Step back into the loud world only when you are truly ready. I will see you in the next clinical session.